Hey everyone, and welcome to our latest community update. We're diving into some huge wins, what's coming up next, and most importantly, how you can jump in and get involved. We're calling this one the power of a community that builds, and you're about to see exactly why. Okay, let's just kick things off with a number. $5,137. So, what's so special about this number? Well, it represents something huge. This is the total funding for our very first successful Launchpad mission, a mission we ran to support Space Camp USA. Yep, mission complete. What an incredible milestone for us. And we did this the MoonDAO way. We sent all of those funds directly to the cause using on-chain transactions, which means every single dollar is transparent and totally verifiable. It's all going to help build the new Inspiration4 Training Center. This is our model in action, creating real-world impact. So why is this such a big deal? I mean, it's not just about one donation, right? This was our first Launchpad mission, and we had over 50 contributors from all around the world chip in. We've basically created a blueprint, a scalable model we can use again and again. It's proof that this idea of community-funded space initiatives, it actually works. It shows there's a new way forward, where anyone from anywhere can have a real stake in our journey to the stars. Okay, building on that momentum, let's talk about governance. Let's talk about how we're putting the power to shape our future directly into your hands. The town hall is officially back, and we've got two really important MoonDAO proposals, or MDPs, on the table right now for you to vote on. First is MDP 202, which is a follow-up on that amazing art rocket project in Brazil. Then there's MDP 204, which has some really key updates for our core project system. Your vote here is absolutely crucial. Now, speaking of projects, I've got a question for all of you. We know this community is just packed with incredible ideas, both big and small. So, what is it? What's your big idea? We are actively looking for the next wave of community projects to fund in Q1. So please, bring your best, your wildest, your most ambitious space ideas to the ideation channel on Discord. Let's get ready to build something new. And it's not just about new ideas. Let's take a look at the incredible work that's already happening across the DAO. Our active projects are seriously pushing the envelope in some amazing ways. I mean, just look at the sheer breadth of what our community is doing. It's wild. We've got folks mapping out standards for an open-source lunar rover. We've got another team building out a strategy to study the overview effect. We're even giving everyday citizens a real voice in shaping actual space policy. And get this, we're stepping in to preserve critical NASA research that got defunded. This is what grassroots space exploration looks like. And this just goes to show we're in this for the long haul. Take the Overview Effect project, for example. We're not just talking about it, we're building the partnerships, right now with the goal of launching a massive study in early 2026. This is patient, deliberate, impactful work. You know, our community isn't just a bunch of avatars online. We're actually showing up in the real world. We're building that bridge from our digital home to the physical heart of space exploration. And what a bridge it turned out to be. I mean, 3 of our very own citizens made the incredible journey from our Discord channels all the way to the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan for a launch that was, frankly, historic. This was such a powerful moment. Trent, Julio, and William were there, on the ground, to watch a Soyuz rocket launch into space. And that rocket was carrying artwork from children with cancer, including pieces from our very own art rocket project in Brazil. It just brings everything full circle, connecting a project we did together directly to an active space mission. Just amazing. All right, let's zoom out for a second and look at a few things happening in the wider world of space. Because what happens out there really matters to us in here. And it helps put what we're doing into perspective. So, over in China, the private company Landspace had, well, a mixed day. They successfully got their Zhuge 3 rocket to orbit, which is a huge deal. But their attempt to land the booster, that ended in an explosion. It's just a stark reminder of how incredibly hard reusable rocketry really is. Meanwhile, here in the US, a really interesting voice is emerging in space policy talks. Jared Isaacman, who you probably know from private spaceflight, recently talked about prioritizing the Artemis program, but with a major focus on cost efficiency. That idea of being lean, effective, and transparent, that should sound pretty familiar to all of us. It really resonates with our whole approach. And of course, the human story of space is just constantly unfolding. You've got Apollo 16 legend Charlie Duke out there defending history on a podcast. And at the same time, Blue Origin is announcing the next group of people who are going to see our planet from above. The dream is just so alive. And that brings us right back to where we started, with you, with our community. Think about it. We funded a space camp. We sent our community's art to the edge of space. We're actively shaping space policy. This is the power of a community that builds. So really, the only question left to ask is, what are we going to build together next?